G'day legends, welcome back to another video. In this one, you're going to notice something a little bit different to the normal. I really want to throw an educational aspect into it for the kids and do it in the fun way. So in this video, you're going to see at various stages a little quiz pop up for the kids where they can earn 10 points for a correct answer. If you guys enjoy it and want me to continue doing it, leave it in the comments below. If you don't like it, also leave it in the comments. I want as many of you guys to comment as I can so I can get a clear indication if this is good or if it's crap. Anyway, sit back, enjoy the show, and have a bit of a laugh. Ready to roll, boys?
Ready to go. Let's do this. Let's catch a
Right.
There we go. Yeah, 20, 30 meters.
Wow.
80, 50.
It's so clean.
Yoo!
Crazy clean.
Radio legends, welcome back to another episode. Man, I'm not gonna lie, me and Sarah were out here yesterday. We got a cracking wahoo. The visibility was out of control. So when I mentioned that to Mickey and Pete, about 30 metres viz in southeast Queensland, it doesn't take much convincing for those guys. So we're back out here today. We're spearing all day. One thing I stuffed up on, I didn't bring my waterproof cover for my GoPro, and even though they say they're waterproof, they spack out when they touch water, so I'm a bit devoted about that. But anyway, looking forward to this today, guys. Hopefully we have a cracker day. Mickey's just said the water is ridiculously clean, so the boys have dropped the flasher, and gonna hope for a wahoo or something first up. I elected to go boaty first because, well, I need to do a poo. So I'm gonna get that done, and then I'm gonna watch me mates get out of the way of them. I'm gonna get out of your way, and then I'm gonna jump in too. Anyway, any crappy GoPro footage, that's most likely gonna be mine. Radio legends, another epic item to the outerline arsenal is our brand new walk shorts / boardies. You can wear these in the water, to the beach, to the pub. It's exactly what they're designed for. With a high stretch, quick dry material that's super comfortable. Buttons all around, deep pockets so your iPhone doesn't fall out, and a button up zipper design. Crab with a beer, palm tree, a Spanish mackerel with an OL inside it. What more could you want? Anyway, they're online now, guys, so jump over to outerline.com to secure yours today. Well, here we are in 27 metres of water with plus 30 metres of visibility. Now, I have never dove water this clear in my life, not even up at the reef. So to get this in southeast Queensland is just out of control. But anyway, here's Pete doing what he does, shooting fish, with a great little amberjack to come on board. And this size, they are delicious eating. Alright, I think maybe someone's shot something. I've seen Pete with a bit of rope hanging around him. Sorry about the wind noise, but it's hard to stop. It's blowing a good southerly at the moment. Here's Mick doing his first drop of the day. That gives you a little indication on just how clear this is. A nice little view of Mick down the bottom and his mate that comes in to say g'day. Anyway, after Pete shot that amberjack before, we've got a little rule: if you shoot a fish, then you're the boatie. So this is me on my first drop down, and it is so deceiving to see how far you are off the bottom. Here, I'm probably still 15 to 20 metres off the bottom. Alright, a little update. It's very quiet fish-wise. We're towards the northern end of the reef then, so we're just going to keep hunting our way south and hopefully come over some fish. Might go down and have a look around where me and Sez knocked over that wahoo yesterday. But we're just saying it's so clear, you don't really know what depth it is. You know, me and Mickey were diving down and it looks like it's 10 metres, and before you know it, it's 20 metres we were hitting. So that's, yeah, it's crazy, but it's good. You feel very relaxed, I find. Oh, there's a nice little rock too. Look at that. 25 metres deep right there. The flasher hangs about 10 metres down. Now, this was a great start, seeing a lot of surgeons come up, so hopes were high that we might see something decent to shoot. And it didn't take long before Mr. El Spaniardo showed his face up. Now, the boys are saying it's very deceiving when it's this clear. As you see there, that fish was a lot further away than what it looked. I thought I'd take a dive because I was seeing a lot of surgeons around. The bigger predators always hanging amongst these. And I was right. I don't know if this is the same Spanish that Pete's seen, but it looks a lot like it. And again, we miss. Couldn't believe it. You can see here, if you look carefully, how slowly my spear seems to move. That is literally just because the water is so clear. Now, how's this for a surprise? If you know your fish, you might be able to have a little guess what this one is down the bottom, because they're not a real common occurrence here in southeast Queensland. This is a moo, which are very hard to shoot even if you're up in the reef. Bit of a prized fish actually. In this depth, it was always going to be hard work for Pete to get him. But how cool seeing that. Now, have a go at this. Have you ever seen a bigger school of snapper than this? There's a little school here and another one here, and now keep your eyes peeled. There was no way I was going to get anywhere near them. I can't hold my breath for that long. You've got to be very patient with these fish. But have a look at the school that Pete spots soon after. Give you $100 if you can count every one of those snapper. There's some big knobbies in amongst them. I tell you what, a decent knobby is on my bucket list to shoot. Now, here was something that I've never seen underwater before. You ready for it, kids? Here comes your first chance to get 10 points.
Alright, Jetty Rats, here's 10 seconds to guess where the coronation trout is. And go. Can you spot him? If not, here he is right here. And if you did, well done.
What an amazing fish, and they taste better than they look. But my GoPro stuffed up because I went down too deep without the cover. To save you the wondering, I missed him. Here comes Mickey pretty soon after, and this one here is a gold spot wrasse. Delicious eating, and again, we miss another fish. Got a bit of a sun shower here now. Temperamental today, look at this. Behind me, raining. Up here, sunny as. There is no fish. Like, we've seen a big school of snapper. I say there's no fish, but we've seen a big school of snapper. We've seen a Spanish we both tried to shoot. And I just seen a nice coronation trout. My GoPro's doing all sorts of weird stuff. When I get past 10 metres, it just spacks out, but I hope I got it there. Yeah, mate, it's like, I don't know. I think it's too clear. Like, it's extremely clear, the water, and I think the fish are not liking it. But we're going to keep plotting along, guys, and see if we can show you some fish to shoot, some fish to take home for dinner. It's just like, you know, that's 17 metres right there through the camera, and you can see the bottom, no worries. It's crazy, eh? Well, it wasn't long before we got onto something really heavy, and maybe one of the heaviest things we've ever caught. A bloody big plough anchor. Now, why Petey dove down and hooked his thing around this thing, I'll never know. But I'm going to let this footage play because it's hilarious. That thing is a 35-pound plough anchor, and that's about 20 kilos in about 22 metres of water. The anchor looks pretty good that you got right there, Pete. I don't know why you had to get this one. And it had a bloody lot of chain behind it. So lucky we had Muscle Mick on the job. But pulling it up with this little 3mm Dacron proved to be hard. Anyway, after a lot longer than what that looked, we got it in.
We call it a shovel nose. Man, I'm stuffed, man.
What?
Peter Tank.
Why? Why, Peter? Why? we had to catch something. Might as well get a 35-pound plough anchor. Mickey pulled it up with this rope.
Mate, that was so
Oh my god. Oh well. Hopefully they're worth a lot of money. Well, after all being buggered from pulling up that thing from the depths, we decided to move in shallower and then a bit shallower again. Now, here you go, kids. Here's your chance at another 10 points.
Alright, Jetty Rats, what sort of fish are these? They're long, they have huge teeth, and they have black stripes on their side. And they rhyme with schmarashmooter. If you guessed barracuda, then you were spot on. Well done.
These fellas, you do not want to get your hand near, that's for sure. Anyway, they proper tricked us into thinking that it was a big school of Spanish mackerel. Now, diving these shallower grounds was, well, way easier than diving out in 25 to 30 metres. It also was showing a lot more fish because the current was rolling through here really strong and sweeping up a lot of sand. Here we go. Pete forgot to put his GoPro on, but I was filming him the whole time. And look at this, one of the best tasting fish in the ocean, the good old mangrove jack. Look at this, you can see just how many hidey holes there are for the fish. Now, the corner of my eye, if you listen carefully, in a second you'll hear a spear gun go off. Well, that was Philippe having a shot at the biggest school of Jew I've ever seen in my life. See if you guys can spot him. Here. And the school splits into two over here. I was pointing them out to Mickey, but he was already on the case. Taking a drop, have a go at how many Jew are in this school. And Mick reckons they were up to about 15 kilo. Have a look at that. How cool is spearfishing? Honestly, you don't get to see that stuff above the water. These guys were so cunning, they were using the current to their full advantage to evade us every chance we got. I mean, how do you miss that many fish? And look at the size of this bronzy coming in behind him. That was me diving down in the background chasing the Jew. I did not even see the shark. The more we chased them, the thinner the school got, until we didn't see bugger all of them anymore. So there goes our shot of shooting a few big Jewies. Here's Pete, spotted another part of the school, and this is a perfect example where you can see them using the current to get away. All we could do is dive up current from them and hope that we intercepted them on our way drifting back. How's this cute little tusky? Still surprisingly a legal size, but too small for us to shoot and bring home. But this fella certainly wasn't. This one's about the 4 kilo mark. And absolutely perfect, but once again, using the current very wisely to stay the heck away from me. Now at the end of the drift, it turns from rock to sand. I thought I'll just do one more drop, see what happens. And guess what? This big Spanish swam straight in front of me. And guess what? He too used the current to get away scot-free. Anyway, we decided to move on and try a bit of the deeper grounds in the hope of a couple of Spanish mackerel. Now, it may seem funny to you burleying up in a place where there's a lot of sharks, but it really does work, as you're going to find out very shortly.
Alright, Jetty Rats, your final chance to get 10 points. Who can guess what sort of shark this is? Its name starts with a B, it has 4 letters, and it can live in salt and fresh water. Did you guess bull shark? Because you were absolutely right. Well done.
This is my first dive down about 25 metres, just using the flasher to try and coax in some Spanish mackerel. There was Spanish everywhere. Hang on, did I just miss that? How did I just miss that? Alright, now my second dive down to try and get a Spanish mackerel. Just floating around in between all the surgeon fish, hoping for that big shiny thing to swim on in. But out the corner of my eye, I seen something swimming up to eat some burley. Have a look at this, a really big snapper coming up to eat the burley. How cool is that? But anyway, I had 2 chances of shooting this fella, so I just hung around in this depth, hoping to see a Spanish. Which I did. And this time I wasn't going to miss, taking my time to shoot the biggest one in the school. Boom. So that one's pretty much a stone shot, where you hit it right in a vital part of the body, which kills it instantly and stops it from pretty much spooling your spear gun and making it very easy to get in.
Spanioli.
There was so many, came up.
Nice little Spano. How good's he going to be eating, Pete?
Oh, delicious. Well done.
He's a big knobby, man.
Really.
Now, here's Philippe making a dive to join in on the action. And you can see me just here coming up with my previous fish. Have a look at the Spanish. They were just everywhere. I think mainly hanging around to see what was going on with their mate. Philippe takes his time, makes a good shot. But it pulled straight out and that one got away. Okay, so this is a pretty funny story. I passed down past Mickey just there asking, why didn't you shoot that Spanish? Later on finding out that it was a huge Spanish that he was chasing, and that's why he left the other ones alone. But this is the one that Mickey had his eyes on. Just not coming close enough to let him take a shot. Anyway, this was me after I passed Mick and said, why the heck didn't you shoot those Spanish? not knowing that there was actually a 20 kilo one down there. Anyway, I seen these fellas swimming past again, and we needed one more to get our bag limit. So I took the shot on a really good sized Spanish around the 10 kilo mark and let the boys know. Now you can hear him peeling line off me there. Now I tried to fight him as careful as I could, but you still want to get hold of them pretty quickly. Now this is a bit of miscommunication between Mick and myself, haha. This is Mickey's cam now, checking out that it's a good shot, which you can see from the shuckers that he gives me. This fella just didn't want to be grabbed. But now, back to me.
It's a good shot. It's gone through. It's on the other side. It's a good shot on it, isn't it?
Now, back to my cam, and this is what I seen. Mickey checks it there, sees the shots all the way through. You beauty, we've got another one in the bag. But on this last run, you see here, the flopper. Almost pulled all the way through. I was like, oh my God, we're going to lose it. Shoot it, Mickey. Mickey's like, nah, got a good shot, mate. And then he's gone. Now, back to Mickey, and look how far down he chased this Spanish. But you got to know when to turn around, and that was right about now.
First of all, I know I look stupid. You don't have to write it in the comments. Well, write it. Anyway, my lips get absolutely flogged most days, and this is all Pete has. This and bright blue, except I can't find the bright blue one in the console there. Can't find anything in there. But have a look at this. Spanish. Pretty cool, eh? Heaps of them. Anyway, I speared a bloody good one then. I got him right up. I could see the hole tearing in him, and I yelled out to Mickey at the very end, put a shot in him, but just didn't have time, and then tried to chase him, so that Spano got away. Anyway, hopefully the boys can get another one, because that's our bag limit then. We might even have a look on our way in for a cray, but the weather is bloody beautiful. You don't hear me say that very often, do you? But it's actually awesome.
Now, we still needed that last Spanish, and there's no better man to put on the job than Pete. He spotted this one from above, dove down, took a shot.
Well, that took about all of 5 seconds. They've got another Spanish.
No, it just pulled off as well.
We dropped another one.
Well, maybe we're just meant to go home with one Spanish. We thought we'd have a quick look on our way back for a crayfish, but the visibility was terrible and quite eerie. I really don't like diving around here when it's like this. I want you to listen to this bit really carefully. Now, if that scared the crap out of you, it scared the crap out of me too while I had my earphones in editing. Anyway, sorry guys, but let's enjoy a nice little sunset cruise back in. I want to say a massive thank you to our legendary Patreons. You guys are bloody awesome. I'd like to welcome our newest Patreon, Troy Dennehy. Thanks a lot, legend. We appreciate the support. If you'd like to become a Patreon, head over to patreon.com/outerline adventures. And we'd like to say a massive thank you to our sponsors. Your support and friendship means the absolute world to us. Cheers, guys.